So here we go again, guys. Just started working on this and removed the blower. So what we had was rust. There's where the old line used to be. Sorry, it's at night. I was watching the kids. So this is an old piece here. Let me get this out of here. So it was leaking coolant, and I want to say it was leaking Freon too. I think this is where the coolant was. Yeah, this is a coolant line where that hose is. I went to the junkyard. I ended up getting a whole blower unit because it was leaking, and I'll show you right now. So this is what I was dealing with. I was able to remove one of the bolts and this one, but it's stuck, super stuck. Same with this one. I couldn't remove the bolt, twisted it off. It's probably leaking somewhere down there. The expansion valve, that's where it's at, guys. And this is the bottom. What I'm touching, this is the bottom, and that's the top. So then we have the coolant. This was leaking, so this is why I wanted to buy a new one. I mean, one on eBay, but it was so expensive, $200 on eBay. So it was leaking up there, corroded. The lines were corroded, so it was leaking. There was no way I could fix that. I mean, I guess I could replace those lines, but I guess I could just run a straight. You know what, guys? I guess you could fix this. You could get an elbow from. I mean, you'd have to remove this and take this off, cut this. No, wait. No, you'd have to remove this, and this is a pipe. So I guess you could clamp a rubber hose there and run straight in the elbow, in the 90 elbow there. Just run it straight down with clamps, I guess. Run it down. And if you have a leak here or developing a leak on yours, but I was here because of the AC. But anyways, I bought a whole, not used from the junkyard. I pulled it out yesterday. I'm not gonna bore you with the details, but yeah, good thing I'm gonna replace it. The new one's over here, so we can compare. So this is a new one. Look how nice this is. I'm gonna replace the O-rings. I got them. So tonight I'm just gonna put this in, connect the lines. Then I'm not gonna put Freon. Gonna have a friend vacuuming out. And well, there's one more thing I gotta show you. This is corroded, but I'm gonna, not corroded, but a little corrosion there, just a little. It's still good. It's a Florida one. This is a Florida car. You can tell it's from Florida. And I'm in Florida, so that car is from New York. I bought it. The rust got to some of the lines and some of the bolts, some little smaller bolts, you know, kind of. So I wasn't able to get these lines out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the lines that run from the rear, from the AC, from the expansion valve in the front to the rear one, and I couldn't get it off, so I ended up cutting it, and I'll show you in a little bit right now. But right now, this is a newer one, better one. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the expansion valve. It's in here. So this is the bottom, and this is exposed. So here, I'll show you. So, oh shoot, it's leaking. Alright, well anyways, whatever. So here, let me get it out here. It's leaking everywhere. Leaking and good. I'm gonna flush it maybe. So this is how it's sitting in the car. You're viewing it like this. This is the top. This is the top. And make sure this was probably like $60, $70 at the junkyard. I got it here in Fort Myers. So anyways, inspect it before you pull it out. Make sure it's worth. That's the coolant and the condensation line there. The other lines are right there. The Freon AC lines. So it's sitting like this in the car, and the expansion valve is right there, covered in that little felt, just like I said earlier. And you can tell because you can see the copper temperature thingamabobber. And so that's it. I'm gonna grease those. The what do they call this? The blend door. The blend door. I'm gonna grease those up again, but we should be good. I'm gonna inspect it, make sure the hoses are okay, everything's okay, and then we'll put it back up. But anyways, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. And I went to the junkyard. I also was hoping to pull the rear line that connects to that rear thing. So this is it right here. That line there is it. This is the one that connects to the top, just like this. That's it. So I got new lines. Well, not new, but I'm gonna go ahead and flush these out and we'll install them. So what I'm talking about earlier about the rust, I can't remove this from my car. I was able to wiggle this out of the old junkyard car. I was able to, because the bolts that connect these were rusted out on my car. So right now I'm cutting these things and I'm gonna tie it down with something. I'm gonna leave one on the car. My car has one, so at least it'll hold it in place for now, and then I'll tie it somehow with maybe like some kind of stuff. But anyways, so this is a new line. I was able to remove these. I think this is a 19 and a 17 over here, and then this one I can't remember. I think it's like a 28, 20 something, and then the other one connecting to this one's a I would say 24, 26. This was probably 28, 20, 30, I don't know. But anyways, I went to Harbor Freight because you're not gonna be able to put a wrench, a regular wrench, through there. You're not gonna be able to. So what you're gonna end up doing is doing what I did, is go in the junkyard. You're able to remove it without any issue. I think I just use at the junkyard because mine is rusted out, so I was able to use just regular ones. I think I used this one, and an adjustable wrench at the junkyard. I was able to remove the line. Where is it? Where is that adjustable? There it is. This one. I was able to use this to remove it. But at the junkyard, good thing I had everything. But I bought this set. It's a little stubby. I don't know what it's called. Oh, you know what? I have a. Give me a second. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is it. This right here. 40, 60 bucks. Good investment. Metric. I was able to remove it. They didn't have the 19 here, so I just went to buy it at the store at 19. Anyways, so I'm going to show you what I did under there. I was able to see if I can put the light right there. Let me see if I can get the light to shine. There it is. There it is. You're gonna have to use 2 wrenches. One is 19, one's 17. That one right there, and then the other side there's a big one. Let me see if I can remember. Huh? No, I'm making a video. So that one, and then here I'll show you the other one. The other side, very limited access. So this is where those stubby ones come into play. Right here, let me show you. Right there. That one's a 20 something and a 28 and a 24 or something like that. Well, anyways, you buy that metric set, you're good to go. And then those bolts right there, see right now. That bolt right there, that rusted bolt right there, I can't remove it. So I ended up cutting that piece right there. That piece that connected to it, and I'll show you what it is right now. If you can just hold on a second. That piece, I cut it off with a reciprocating saw. I ain't gonna be able to do it with anything else but that reciprocating saw right there. I'll show you. Hey. Okay. That right there. Helped out. But if you don't have rust, then you won't have issues. So that's removed. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put the line in. I'm gonna wiggle, cut that other line out. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out, but I'm gonna get it out. And I will clean this up. And it's still good. The frame is still good. The frame is pretty good. There's some parts on this car that's not so good, like that right there, you'll see, but it's not too bad. It's in Florida now, so it's not gonna rust as bad up north. You have to remove the whole panel there. Today? Yeah. No, I play with them outside. Okay. Huh? That thing is there. I don't know. Put it there. I think I put it there earlier. Anyways, So that's that, guys. And so I'm gonna get that line. I'm gonna put the blower in right now, but I'm gonna get that line, and I'm gonna cut the old one out and put this one in. That one's gonna go in. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut the line in the other car, and then I'm gonna wiggle this in here, clean it out, and flush it with some kind of solvent, mineral, or something, and then just install it. And then once I install that part, and then so I'm doing the whole AC unit of this car, compressor, expansion valve. The clutch didn't go. I think I mentioned that earlier. The clutch doesn't engage anymore. There's something wrong with the magnet or something. It's not engaging no more. So it's been an ordeal with this car, but if you don't have rust, you won't have these issues. You'll just be able to remove that whole piece right there. You'll be able to remove it without an issue, just like I did on the old car over there, and that's from Florida. So I know if you're not in the rust areas, you won't have issues. And if you're in the rust area and you have issues with your lines, there's these kits they sell on Amazon and these other companies. I can't remember right now, but they're hoses, that rubber hoses that you can splice to a metal line. So if you use a cutter, let me see if I can find it right here. This one, or a pipe copper cutter. You can use these cutters right here. Cut the old line out and splice and deburr and splice it to those line kits online. And I'm gonna mention it later in another video, in the other part of the video that I see. And well, you can splice them. What you do is it's almost like a compression fitting to a rubber hose, and then you can connect it to the another line. There's connectors you can connect to. It's the one I bought was on Amazon. You can connect from aluminum pipe for the AC line, rubber that connects the rubber to the other aluminum line. So you can cut line if you have leaks and stuff like that, or if you're gonna rip and break, you might as well just break it and save yourself some hassle. So it's like 40-50 bucks for per line. So there's a 5/8, I think one is 5/8 and the 3/4. So needless to say, but if you have that issue, you can use that up north. I think up north you would find that. So I was able to salvage it. I bought the kit just in case, those splice lines, just in case I had issues with installing or removing the old rear line from that area to that area, like I just showed you. You're gonna I was gonna cut it right here, down under here. I was gonna cut the line here on the straight edge, and then just run it spliced to the old one. And I was gonna use the line on here and splice it onto there, to the new line that I bought. This one, I was gonna cut this piece right here, the straight one. I was gonna cut right here and right there and splice it, but I don't have to anymore, because I was afraid this piece was not gonna come off of my line. I was gonna have issues, but I didn't, and I was able to remove this on my car, on my side. And so I'm just gonna have to take my time and replace this line with this line, and I won't have any issues with the AC anymore. And then I think I did the dryer too on my car. It's a new dryer. It's a kit they sell on Rock Auto. So alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start replacing the line and put the new blower AC condenser rear heater back in this one. And then once it's in, I will show you how to install the compressor on this Sequoia. It's a 2001 Sequoia. Alright, bye.